Hi everybody, Kimberly Schmidt with Compass here, your San Diego real estate expert. Are you thinking of retiring in San Diego? I think it's the dream of so many people, myself included. Today's video is all about the top 5 places to retire. Let me tell you really quickly what they are, and then we'll dive into each one. Number 1 on the list is La Jolla, surprise. Number 2, Del Mar. Number 3, Rancho Santa Fe. Number 4, Coronado, which is Coronado Island. And number 5, downtown San Diego. So let's dive in and talk about each of these particular areas and what makes them so special and unique. All right, let's start off with the jewel, which is La Jolla. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I love it so much. Number 1 choice for a variety of reasons. Number 1, the natural beauty, right? It's gorgeous. There's a reason it's called the jewel. We have an unbelievable coastline and just natural beauty in La Jolla. It is a super walkable area. There are a ton of shops and restaurants. There's cultural activities. We have the La Jolla Playhouse, the Museum of Contemporary Art. It is just a fantastic place to be. One thing that could be especially appealing to retirees is the healthcare. There are 2 major medical campuses in La Jolla. We have the UC San Diego medical campus and also Scripps. And those are 2 nationally renowned advanced medical campuses. Really important if you're, getting older and you're focused on wellness, having accessibility to good health care, I think is really important. So La Jolla has its own special thing. The price point, of course, is steeper, right? So we've got a median home value. I think it's right around $4 million right now. You don't have to live right on the water. You could go a little bit inland, and you could also look at condos or, find a way to make it a little bit more affordable. But number 1, La Jolla, you gotta love it. Number 2, let's talk about Del Mar. So Del Mar is like a more mellow version of La Jolla, in my opinion. It's just north of La Jolla. You still have beautiful coastline. I mean, La Jolla has the cove and the shores and wind and sea, so, more options. Del Mar has a smaller walkable area. Still has shops and restaurants and stuff, but it's just not as much as La Jolla. And then you would be going down south to access those same healthcare facilities. If you want something that's just a bit more mellow, still kind of has a small town feel, then Del Mar could be a really good option for you. It's a bit sleepier, and it doesn't have quite the same sort of intense touristy feel. Parts of La Jolla can get really busy, and especially during holidays and just during the summer. So if you're like, yeah, I'm really into this coastal living, and the homes are just as beautiful, maybe Del Mar might be more your speed. All right, number 3, Rancho Santa Fe. I did an 80 TV segment on Rancho Santa Fe, the top 5 things to love about it. And I have a link in my blog post to that video. Rancho Santa Fe is super cool. It's different. It's not like La Jolla or Del Mar. You're gonna go a bit inland. It's just east of Solana Beach. And what's neat about it is that you feel like you're in the country. These are larger lots. Most of them are 2 acres or larger. It's all custom or semi-custom homes for the most part. And this is like a small town feel, super exclusive luxury, but in this very low key way. There's a really cute, village downtown area. They have a weekly farmers market, little restaurants and shops. Everything has this kind of Spanishy Mediterranean vibe. You're going to have these larger lots. There are golf clubs aplenty. There are really world-class equestrian facilities. You will have 80 miles or more of walking and bridle paths, overhangs of gorgeous eucalyptus, winding roads, rolling hills. This is a totally different vibe. And yet you're only about 15, 20 minutes away from all the stuff we've been talking about. So Rancho Santa Fe is a really cool option if you want more space, because that is at a premium at the water. If you want more space and privacy and an exclusive feel, and it's not a major tourist destination, you are definitely going to want to look in Rancho Santa Fe, and especially if you ride horses or play golf. All right, let's talk about number 4, which is Coronado Islands. Um, so we're going to go down the coast, and you're going to go past downtown to the Coronado Bridge, and then you go over into the island where we have the base, North Island, the base. Um, and it's like Mayberry, right? You have this cute little town, and you've got coastline, and you can come across the bridge into downtown San Diego and do all the fun stuff. That's where I am right now. Do all the fun stuff in downtown. Um, there is a massive veteran population here. We have a base there. So it's a great option to think about. I think if you culturally want to be around an area where there's a lot of servicemen and women. San Diego is a huge military town, and we love our sailors and our Marines and all of our pilots. It's awesome, and we love getting them into homes and using their VA loans. And we're really proud of having all of our service members here. So that's very much a part of the culture on Coronado Island. It's pricey for sure, but it's just they've got a Fourth of July parade. I mean, it's just a really pretty and cute place to be with its own little area all along Orange. And then you can come across and access all the rest of the stuff on the mainland. So give Coronado some consideration. Okay, the number 5 option is, or number 5 on the list is downtown San Diego. This is where we live. I love downtown San Diego, and I didn't always feel that way. Like a long time ago, I used to think, this is kind of a pain, but it's not at all. And if you like to travel, if you don't want to have to worry about the maintenance of your home, if you want walkability and you like to get out and do stuff, and also if you like seeing people every day, then I would give a downtown condo a really good look. We have all of these little micro neighborhoods downtown. So if you are like a Padres fan and you want to be by Petco Park, we have the Legend, we have the Mark, we've got Park Loft. We've got other buildings all over by Petco where you could, just literally walk over and see games, and there's a lot of energy. If you want to be in Little Italy, where there's just all of these restaurants and the farmers market and a lot of sort of hustle and bustle, there are tons of places over there. We have Millionaires Row, where we've got Bayside and the Grand, and we've got Pacific Gate, and these high rises that have just gorgeous views of the water. And then we have a quieter district, the Marina District, where you can walk over and see all the boats, and you're right by the park, and then you can walk over to the Rady Shell and go see concerts and the symphony play over there. For lock and leave, it's incredible. It is like a 10-minute drive to the airport, and these buildings have garages, so you can leave your car behind, you can scoot on over to the airport, go wherever, and you don't have to worry about your condo. It's amazing. These are like protected buildings. There's a concierge, people are not just wandering in off the streets. So I think downtown's amazing. And the traffic here, what's really cool about it is that there is not a lot of traffic. People often ask me, well, how is it getting in and out? And it's so easy because not a lot of people need to be downtown. It's not like this is where everybody's working in San Diego. All of our neighborhoods in San Diego have their own little thing going on, and not a lot of people need to come down here. So it's not like what you would see in other downtowns in major cities across the country. I cruise in and out of downtown, no problem, and I absolutely love it. Okay, what's one thing to really be aware of? The HOA fees are like steep. They're pretty high. Every building is different. So you would want to, make sure you're working with someone who knows all the different buildings. They each have their own energy, their own vibe, their own amenities, their own HOA things going on, and their own HOA fees. So you will pay a premium to, not have to worry about doing a lot of maintenance. It's not like if you're buying a home by the coast, right? That's completely different. That's its own thing. I really love just the ease of cruising in and out of the garage, being able to hop a flight no problem. And if I need a little something done in the unit, we can call the front desk and they can send a maintenance person over and to take care of it. It's not the case with everything, but man, is it convenient. So if any of these areas or even other areas sound like a good fit for you, or if you just have questions about retiring in San Diego, everything starts with a conversation. I am Kimberly Schmidt with Compass, your San Diego real estate expert. You can send me an email, you can give me a phone call, leave a comment in the video, whatever. Happy to talk with you. These are all really sort of primo areas in San Diego. The rest of San Diego County is great too, and other parts don't cost as much as these parts. So maybe it's like, this all sounds great, but my budget's different, and I want to buy a condo, and maybe I'm in Mission Valley or Carmel Valley or Bankers Hill or something like that, or up in Carlsbad, and you want to be by La Costa, and kind of have some resort amenities. There's just literally something for everybody here. So reach out if you think it's a dream of yours to retire in San Diego, and let's see what we can figure out. I'll see you next time.